So this whole scenario with Atletico Madrid and Alvarez and him wanting to join Barcelona ahead of Arsenal and him stalling and all, it just reminds me of that Raphinha situation we had a couple of years backwards, where some Arsenal fans proclaimed that the reason why Atleta did not push heavily for Raphinha was because of he did not want him to come and then offset Bukayo Saka at the right wing forward position. While the real story was more of Raphinha said that his first choice was Barcelona and he was going to wait. And then if Barcelona did not pull through, then he will come to Arsenal, which to me is not bad because every player has their own decision to make. It's not because of you want a player that means that that player will come to your club. And for that Rafinha situation, we waited, and then after a long while, Barca were able to bring up £50 million and then get Rafinha, and we saw how it turned out. Rafinha almost won the Ballon d'Or, so you could understand the reason why Arteta, on his own point, despite saying that he doesn't want to sign players that do not want to come and play for his club, he has certain players that he sees their potential, and then he's willing to wait and see that if their first choice does not pull through, then he can get him. And to me, that's the scenario with Alvarez right now. Yes, he's a player that wants to go to Barcelona. He has been very, very vocal about it. But it doesn't mean that because of he wants to go to Barcelona that Arsenal will remove their hands. I've seen the news, and yes, I am not happy with it based on I want a player that picks my club first of all, but I can understand it. I've said it so many times that Alvarez is a very brilliant player. He's someone that if you bring into the Arsenal team, he'll actually help our attack. And unlike other people that look at him as a centre forward, I don't see him as centre forward. More or less, I see him as either a second striker playing behind the likes of Gyökeres or Havertz, or probably on the left in forward position. Him, what I say, battling with Zolis for that position. That's how I see him. So if you are telling me that you want to bring in this sort of player, and yes, he doesn't want to come yet because he's thinking of Barcelona, I completely understand waiting for him. At the end of the day, based on what we are seeing, the relationship between him and Atletico Madrid has been fractured. We saw it in the last video where he was walking out and the entire stadium was booing him. So most likely, we are not expecting this player to stay in Atletico Madrid. And based on what we have been hearing, this same thing has happened with Kun back then when he was trying to move to Real Madrid and Atletico did not want to sell him to a rival. And they ended up selling him to Man City. And he went to the Man City and helped them to begin their new era. We can all remember. So because of a player does not want to come to your club as the first choice, it does not mean that that player is a bad signing. Yes, you would prefer a player that wants to come there, but maybe in the future you'll be thinking that player still wants to go back to where he wants to go and play, right? But in the present, if that player is able to give you things that will help you to go and win titles, you can go for him. If you sign Alvarez to Arsenal and then you utilize him for 1 2 years and then he say he wants to go to Barcelona, but within that 1 2 years that you have utilized him, you have been able to win the titles that you want. I am very cool with that. I'm not looking at Alvarez as someone that I hold dear feelings for. But if we can wait and then he doesn't go to Barcelona and we can pull him from Atletico to our side and he helps us to go and win those titles that we are looking for, which is the most important thing as a fan, then let's wait for him.